Welcome in! Oh my god, I'm live. It's kind of an early live, but it's an early live because I got plans tonight with your mom in particular. Yeah, so me and your mom are gonna get down and dirty. Um, Me and your mom, we really love each other. Mm-hmm. Also, let me post on Instagram. I gotta let people know that I'm live. I'm live and alive. Okay. Guess who's live? Ah, yippee! Yippee, I'm live, chat. Welcome in, Pinballer. Welcome in, Space Wizard. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Or should I say, welcome. That was a Germa. I'm not German. I'm not Germa. Okay, I'm way funnier and way hotter. So, how dare you compare me to Germa? That's kind of insulting. Okay, you guys don't do that. Don't do that. Don't go into another streamer's stream and compare them to someone who's definitely not as hot and definitely not as cool and definitely not as funny and definitely not um as cool. Like don't do that. That's kind of like a little weird. um you know I just think like why would you say that? I get I get I'm a streamer. Okay, so you're gonna compare me to other streamers, but how about you compare me to like the greatest streamer of all time, Pappy the First? How about you compare me to her? Okay, that's who I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be like Pappy the First. That's my goal. That's my goal. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. How am I doing today? I am doing good. I'm doing good. I woke up this morning. That was pretty cool. Have I done much else today? No, but I did read quite a bit of Yuri. I did read. Okay. 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 I've been reading some Yuri. Okay. I don't remember what the name of the one that I was reading. Okay, but I was reading it. I was reading it. Believe it or not. Are you trans? Yes. Always wake up in the morning. I woke up early this morning. Like normally I wake up around like between 7:30 and 8:30. I woke up at like 7 this morning. So I woke up way earlier than normal. So that was like interesting, very interesting. But I'm here now. Early stream because I have plans this evening. Um, but that's kind of how it kind of how it is. Kind of how it be though. Kind of how it be though. Wait, am I? Which one do I? Yeah. Where is? Okay, there we go. But yeah, that's what I'm doing today. So yeah. Um, Sorry, I'm just like updating stream stuff. All right, there we go. Yeah. Did you get the early bird mornings? I ate a breakfast burrito this morning. If you're wondering what I ate some strawberries this afternoon. That was pretty good. My day wasn't very eventful today, but some days aren't very eventful. You don't need to missed your cooking stream. How was it being a trad wife? Yeah. I mean, my cooking stream went good. I mean, all the food tasted good, so um, turned out pretty good. Streamer, I hardly know her. I'm always woke in the morning. Yeah, I kind of be woke all day. Okay, the way I be waking up. Thoughts on the boys? Well, the final episode comes out tomorrow, so um, Happy cooks more than the average trad wife. Maybe. I don't know. I don't I don't know. Like whenever I see trad wife stuff, like whenever I see like people being like, "Oh, I'm like a trad wife. I'm like a stay-at-home wife." A part of me, especially when it's like on social media, I'm like that it has to be kink, right? Cuz like an actual trad wife who's living like an actual trad life, whose like husband could fully support her, she wouldn't be posting on social media, you know? It's like cosplaying the actual like trad lifestyle, you know? And part of it to me feels a little bit like almost like kink, you know? Like like there's nothing wrong with practicing kink. What's wrong is when you bring other people into it, you know? That's kind of what like trad wife content gives me a little bit. Cuz like otherwise why would you be posting about it online? Unless it's almost like you want your own job and independence from your husband and your own revenue source. What? Oh my god. I'm not kink shaming. I said you can take part in whatever kink you're doing. Just like to me, it's like maybe don't share it on social media. You know, not everybody needs to know about everything you're into. Um, but like, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just like trad wife content. Like I don't know. It feels weird to me. And look, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be a trad wife. You know, my issue is when like trad wives, like people who are like trad wives, will be posting on like Instagram, okay, about how awesome their trad lifestyle is and how their husband takes care of them and they don't work a job. Bitch, you're doing a job. It's called social media. like like Nora Smith. Like Nora Smith or like what's the ballerina? It's like they love to be like, "Oh, I'm like I don't work a job, you know, my husband's so rich." But it's like, "Girl, you're posting on social you're making money off social media. Like you're doing like you're working a job. It's a different type of job, you know?" And in that type of content is used by people to be like, look, see, all women should be in the kitchen, you know? Um, honestly, I don't mind staying at home doing some chores, and them paying for my existence. Yeah. Like, like being a stay at home wife or mother or even father isn't a problem. Okay. I just don't like how these trad wife content creators act like they're not working a job, you know? And that they are fully traditional and they're living like their great great grandmothers did in the 18th century, but it's like it's not the same, you know? And like you can get into like the like being a trad wife now, like women have the choice and the autonomy to decide whether they want to be a trad wife or not in today's society, okay? But 100 years ago, women that were trad wives, they didn't have like other opportunities. That's what they had to be. That's what was expected of women, you know? So, yeah. But that's my thought. Yeah. They were on older Instagram Yeah, but like I don't know. When like I see trad wife content and they're like, "Oh, all," and they're pushing the idea of like, "Oh, this is what all women should do." It's like that's what you want to do. Nothing wrong with that, you know? Um yeah. Um Also, for the men that are like, "Oh, I wish I had a trad wife." I want you to really look at murder rates by poison back when women couldn't get divorces and were stuck at the house. Also, too, so many women were just like bored at home, so they were taking obituates. Okay, they were taking quaaludes and getting crazy out of their mind because they had nothing to do. Okay, um, are you trans? Yes. I am trans. I am. Epic. I'm transgender. Pronouns. She, her, as in she, her over there. Wow. Wow. All the freedom they had was possibly murdering man. Yeah, when they were married off by 14. Okay, women weren't married off by 14. Okay. That's like another historical thing that drives me crazy is like yes, people were married young, okay? But they were mostly married to young people their own age. Like yes, people were getting married at 18, but it was usually to another 18-year-old, or someone around that age. Not to say that marriages didn't happen where they married significantly older men, but for the most part, um, they did marry like people that were around their age. Which still, child marriage is still fucked up. I'm not defending it. I'm just saying, like, still not great to be married at 16. But if you're a 16-year-old getting married to like a 17-year-old, sucks for both of y'all, okay? Too young to get married. But also thank you, Ollie 8 Rocks. Thank you for the follow. Do you like Fruity Pebbles? I do not. I do not like Fruity Pebbles, okay? I'm a Fruity Pebble, but I don't like Fruity Pebbles, no. Fruity Pebble. That was a gay joke. Yep. Believe it or not, chat. Believe it or not. Guess who's a homosexual? Yeah, I was reading Yuri today. That was pretty awesome. Yeah. So, what the fuck are you even talking about? History. Uh, yeah, yeah. Uh, what's so fun about history though is you learn that like a lot of history is just decided by like who has the best land and who has the best navy. That's kind of most of history. It's like, oh, you have a cool piece of land that's like farmable and easily defendable and a good navy. Okay, yeah, you'll probably like or cavalry. Yeah, you'll probably do well. You'll probably do well. Uh, how about Captain Crunch? I do like Captain Crunch. What's the obsession with cereal? My favorite cereal though is Honey Bunches of Oats. Honey Bunches of Oats is my favorite cereal. My coworker gave me an energy drink called Venom. Should I drink it? No, they're trying to kill you. Your coworker's trying to get rid of you. Your coworker is giving you an energy drink called Venom. Think think about that. Think about that, Jingle Bell. Think about that. Okay, if your coworker is trying to give you an energy drink called Venom, what do you think the energy drink is made out of? Energy? No, it's made out of venom. They're trying to poison you. Yep, your coworker is trying to kill you. Um, Honey Bunches of Oats are great. Yeah. Honey Bunches of Oats, the like rice checks, are like my favorite cereals. Hi, I'm a femboy. Am I accepted here? Yes, first time chatter. We love femboys. I'm a femboy chaser. Self admitted. I'm not. I said that. I don't know why I said that. I'm an ally to the femboys. I'm an ally. I'm an ally to the furries as well. Okay. Am I a femboy? No. Am I a furry? No. Do I have friends that are femboys and furries? Yes. Thus, I take my allyship serious. Also, thank you for the follow, Castor Aside. Thank you for the follow. Rice Chex is interesting. Bro, the Rice Chex and the Cinnamon Chex flavor go hard. The Honey Nut Chex, I don't know. Like, I don't know why, but like Honey Nut Cheerios, they like hurt my mouth. Like, I don't know why whenever I eat Honey Nut Cheerios, my mouth like hurts. Like, it's only with Honey Nut Cheerios. I don't understand why Honey Nut Cheerios, like, when I eat them, I feel like I'm being stabbed in the mouth. Also, thank you, Goofy Looking Dog, for the follow on Twitch. Yeah. But, was that a fart? Yes, that's my follower sound effect on Twitch. When someone follows on Twitch, it makes the... Okay, let me try that again. Ooh, that was a good one. That was a wet one. Holy moly. Yeah, you guys probably thought I blew into my arm for that one. Nope, I pooped my pants. Yeah, so I'm gonna be right back. I didn't poop my pants, okay, but I won't be getting up for the rest of the stream. So it'll be like Schrodinger's shat pants, okay? You won't know if I shat my pants or not. Allergic to honey. No, because like if I eat honey or other things with honey, I'm fine. But Honey Nut Cheerios, thank you for the super chat, the $2 super chat. Are you bisexual? Yes, I'm bisexual. I like to say I'm Schrodinger's bisexual. Because like, you know, I'm not like, you could never know who I'm dating, you know? Like, you guys don't know if I'm dating a man, or you guys don't know if I'm dating a woman, or you guys don't know if I'm dating anyone at all. Heck, I could even be dating a non-binary person right now. I could not even be dating anyone right now. Schrodinger's bisexual, I like to call it. Also, chat, fit reveal, redeem the fit reveal. I got that green shirt on today. I got my skate pants on because I'm gonna go skate this evening with friends. So that's the fit. Yeah, that's the fit today. You could be dating me. You're right, Jay. Maybe I am. Chat, you don't know who I'm dating. Okay, maybe I make all these your mom jokes about dating your mom, and I'm actually dating your dad. Or, who knows, I might be dating your sister, or brother, or cousin, okay? Or your second cousin twice removed, okay? I don't even know what the, like, once or twice removed means. Like I genuinely, like, I do not know. Like, whenever someone's like, oh, it's my cousin, like, twice removed, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that means. I genuinely have no clue. My dad, are you dating a tombstone? Maybe. um, your finger length is a clue. Okay, these are too long to like. Okay, these nails are too short to like give straight, but too long to give lesbian, okay? Because like, you see these nails, like, if you're gonna like actually date a woman, okay, you want your nails like close. Like, that would still poke. Like, if you curl that in, that would still poke, you know? Ouch. Yow. Yeah. But yeah. Looks like a trans flag. Yeah, I am trans. Who would have guessed the transgender streamer is transgender? Oh my god. Schrodinger's sexual means you're dating a cat both dead and alive. No, no, Schrodinger. That's what the test is. But it's like it's object in is about object permanence and impermanence. Like if you're not looking at something, it can be both there and not there at the same time, based on the way space and time works. It's a philosophical question. It's a theoretical question, okay? Um yeah. Yeah. But chat, now that we talked about Schrodinger's cat. Yeah. You guys like Schrodinger's cat? You guys a big fan of Schrodinger's cat? Either way, I'm not dating a cat, okay? That would not be enjoyable, okay? What do I look like? Shane Dawson? No, I'm not dating a cat, okay? Yeah. Yeah. The Shane Dawson joke. Bro, Shane Dawson really catching strays. Yo, I wonder what Shane Dawson's up to. Like, for real? Like, what is Shane Dawson up to? Like I gotta know. I haven't seen or heard from Shane Dawson since like years. Shane Dawson. Bro, Shane Dawson. Okay, he last posted a year ago. Oh wow, he really hasn't been posting. Like, holy shit, chat. Holy shit. We bullied an awful person off the internet! Yeah! Now, if only Jeffree Star could stop posting on the internet. Yeah, 1 year ago. Mind-blowing conspiracies. Yeah, he went back to what was working for him, but like... Yeah. Crazy. Wow. Demon in my dream home. Taking accountability! The best apology video ever. So 5 years ago was the taking accountability. Bro, he kind of just like dropped off the face of the internet. That's kind of crazy. I guess he was kind of posting, but not very often. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Even if I did get canceled for something, I don't know if I would stop posting. I don't know. I think I think I've been posting for so long on the internet that like I was doing it when I had zero followers, zero viewers. Okay, I will always be a poster. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I will always be posting. Okay. Why does it say? Why is my internet not doing great? Dog, what the hell? 6% drop frames this stream. Dog, what the hell? No way. Okay. Not cool. Not cool. Okay. Not a fan of the dropped frames, bro. What the hell? I don't know. I hope, all I hope is that he's changed as a person. Yeah. Hopefully. Hopefully. Hopefully he's changed. Hopefully he's evolved. I don't know. Grown as a person. Your roommate rebooted the router. He should have yesterday. I don't know. I asked him to boot it before he went to bed, but I don't know if he actually did that. So, but my stream yesterday was fine. Okay, my stream yesterday was fine. Also, thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the 10 jewels. Thank you very much. Also, you gave 2 jewels earlier. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Also thank you, Pluto 100 for the follow on Twitch. Um, yeah, it's pretty easy not to do what he did. Yes. Yeah. Or like, I don't know, whenever I like most of the times like people on social media get like canceled for something, I'm like, why? Why would you do that? You know? Like every single time there's like a content creator and they get caught for like chatting inappropriately in like DMs with like a fan or something, I'm like, why? Like why? Like I rarely look at my DMs. And when I do, it's to look for like brands that are maybe trying to reach out to me. But I'm like, what? Why would you like? I don't know. It's like weird to me. It's like, why would you want to talk to a fan and get like in deep with a fan? Like, do you not have friends? Maybe content creators are lonely. Maybe that's the truth of it, guys. Maybe content creators, um, maybe content creators are just they just don't have friends. Because I will say the one thing about this job is like being like a content creator is like you do have to force yourself to like go outside and socialize with people. Because like otherwise, I'm just talking to a camera and a screen, you know. So like you just got to go outside and be social and make friends. Yeah. So your face is very beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. You look like an angel. It's probably the lighting. I feel like the lighting whenever I stream in the afternoon, it's like, oh, it's like glowy. It's like holy moly. Okay, it really be pouring in. I'm like, got the light behind me. Okay, yeah. Um, but yes, I guess. Um, yeah. I don't understand what people mean when they say oh, okay, yeah. We are Schrodinger's cat. We're both here in both Schrodinger's chat. That is true. I don't know if you guys are actually watching or not. I don't know if you guys are real people or AI bots. This is a good question. Hmm. These are questions we shall ask. These are questions we should ask. Um, Gay but bad at voices. What's that supposed to mean? Like gay? Yes. Bad at voice? I like my voice. You have a cool girl energy in that 2000 skater belt. Yeah, I do have swag energy. I do give off swag type vibes, swag energy. Can I draw you? Sure, I don't care. I don't care. Only if you post it in the Discord. Yeah. Why'd you put Patty's Twitch chat can be found here? Um, how do we know you're not AI? Because I have 5 fingers consistently. Okay, do you think AI would be able to be as hot as me? I don't think so, guys. I don't think so. My type of beauty, an AI couldn't create, you know? Um, yeah. Also thank you, Joy Quallen for the for the follow on Twitch. I just read that name and thought of the Key and Peele skit. It made me giggle. Um, no white socks on? No, I don't wear socks. When I'm inside my house, okay, the last thing I would want to do would be wear socks and shoes. I don't know. Wearing socks inside your house or shoes inside your house is kind of diabolical behavior. Okay? Okay? I don't know. Unless you have like feet issues, like diabetes or like arthritis or something, why are you wearing shoes inside? Like, for real. Like, I come into my house, first thing I do, I take off my shoes, okay? I'm not tracking, okay, gross dirt all throughout my house. No, thank you. No, thank you. Like, I'm not doing that. That's not something I want to do. I wear shoes downstairs, but not upstairs. Dog, what? Why? I only wear shoes in half of my house. Dog, the fuck? Okay, look, I don't want to wear shoes in my house because, like, if I were to, I would have to vacuum all the fucking time or like mop all the time. Ew, I don't want to do that. Um, yeah. True, but you don't walk around outside with socks. Yeah, but my feet sweat like crazy. Like, I can't wear socks without sweating through my socks in like 30 minutes. Okay? I have sweaty ass feet and sweaty ass hands. Like it's kind of gross. And I did have like a prescription like in high school that was like you rub it on like your feet and your hands and it like helps close like the sweat pores. Um but it would like applying it was always a pain in the ass because you would have to wear like gloves and socks and you'd have to do that every day for like 10 minutes. And it always feel like I don't know if you guys have ever touched like stinging nettle, but it would feel like that. Like the whole time you had it on. Um but yeah. Um I wonder if the Twitch tag sweaty feet would bring in a bit more. Okay, I'm not showing my feet this stream. Actually, I might have already shown my feet this stream. Because I did show it in the fit reveal, didn't I? I mean, my feet were in the the fit reveal. Pappy the feet? Pappy the feet, maybe? Yeah, but like, Sweetie is sweating. Yes, yes. Also, thank you for the gift. Thank you very much for the flow state. I don't know why my viewer activity is like doesn't want to show up as like right all the time. We all saw your last feet stream. That is true. I did show my feet yesterday. Honestly, do I have a wiki feet? If I still don't have a wiki feed, I'm gonna be a little sad. Okay? I'm gonna be a little sad, okay? A little sad. Guys, there's no results. There's no results. Okay? What are we doing? Okay? The Pappy the First fandom is lagging behind, okay? Okay, the Pappy the First fandom needs to get on the wiki feed. I need to have a 5-star, you guys. Not enough perverts in chat. You might be surprised. You might be surprised. Yeah. But yeah. Also, thank you for the 30 jewels. Thank you very much. Thank you. But yeah, make your own wiki. Well, I don't want to do it myself. Okay, that's like lame. Okay, if I were to make my own wiki, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. I'll know Look, I know I will have made it as a content creator when I finally have a wiki feed page. Okay, that's when I'll be like, yeah, I've made it. I've made it. Okay, but until then, I'll be like, yeah, guys, I'm just like a mid-tier content creator. Okay, clearly haven't peaked. Okay, I haven't peaked. Okay, I still have a long way to go. You know, yeah. You sound like a teenage drug addict. I do sound like a teenager. You are right. That is funny. Whenever I play games, like if I ever talk in Overwatch, people can never tell if I'm like a woman or like a 13-year-old boy. They're always like confused. They always have to ask. I'm like, both. Not both, but don't worry, we'll make your wiki feet. Thank you, chat. Thank you. Okay, we'll make somebody will make and compile all the images in DAM. JSlat has like a 5 on wiki feet. Who do you main in Overwatch? I usually main Symmetra, Winston, and right now I've been playing a fair bit of Freya, but I am by no means good. Okay, I am a high rank silver. Okay, I fluctuate anywhere between silver 1 and silver 3. Okay, also thank you AM SPF for the follow. Okay. If JSlat doesn't have a 5 on WikiFeed, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. Okay? JSlat. Wait. Slat. Okay, wait. SCHLATT. Bro, I cannot find it. Okay, actually I spelled it wrong. I have a question. What's the question? You know? I was close. Close to what? Close to that was a yeah 4.61 stars. That's pretty good. I could beat that though. I could definitely beat that. Yeah. Yeah. But nice nails. Yeah, they're press-ons. They're press-ons. They're kind of coming off. I don't know when they're gonna come off. I'm surprised they've lasted this long. It's been like 2 weeks almost. That's kind of crazy. I've never had press-ons last this long. Also, thank you for the floating heart. Thank you very much. Thank you for the 10 jewels. Yeah. Gosh, I'm like thirsty. Hello, welcome in, Swamp Moon Girl. Welcome in. Hello, ma'am. I have a question, but are you a woman? I am. Okay. Ask your mom. I feel like your hair grew 6 inches since yesterday. Well, I did have my hair up in a clip yesterday, but my hair is the same length as it's been for a while.
Go mute and pretend to be my robot GF with TTS.
Thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Go mute and pretend to be my robot GF with TTS. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't think I'm gonna do that. TBH, you kind of mog. Thank you, first time chatter. See, first time chatter gets it. Okay, that's okay. You long time chatters, you guys never tell me I mog. Okay, but first time chatters come in and they tell me I mog. I don't know. Maybe the first time chatters are better than the OG chatters. Actually, that's not true. I love you, OG chatters. Don't go. 6 to 7 inches. You know what's 6 to 7 inches? Half of a ruler. Yeah. Half of a ruler is 6 inches. Do you guys know 6 inches is half a foot? Yeah. Pretty crazy information. I didn't know that. Do you guys ever think about the imperial system, bro? Why as America do we use the imperial system? nowhere else uses it. We're like, oh yeah, let's use miles per hour. Let's use miles, feet, and inches, and it's gonna be great. Okay, the imperial system is so dumb. That's what I'm saying. Okay, okay. As an American, okay, I do think the imperial system is stupid. I wish we used the metric system. Okay? The metric system makes way more sense, okay? Cuz you have uh millimeters, which make up it's what, like 10 millimeters make up 1 centimeter, 100 centimeters make up 1 meter, 1,000 meters make up 1 kilometer. Like that makes more sense. That makes way more sense than being like, yeah, an inch is there's 12 inches in a foot. And then there's like 2,000, I think it's like 2,000, like, is it 600 feet in a mile? How many feet are in a mile? See, it's like I don't even know how many feet are in a mile. Like I don't know, like what the fuck kind of backward system is that? Okay, yeah, there's 5,280 feet in a mile. That makes no fucking sense, bro. Why is everything divisible by 12? Oh, and there's 3 foot in a yard. Everything's divisible by 3. And then if you want to get into like inches, like when you go into like the in-betweens of inches, it's like 1/16 of an inch. Okay? Literally, if you look at like a ruler, like the little like measurements in between an inch are by 16ths. It's like 1/16 of an inch. Like it's like, what the fuck are we? Why? Why? Like it genuinely makes no sense, okay? And then you get into measuring liquids, okay? Pint, quarts, gallons? Dog, what? How about liters and milliliters? Like I'm sorry, but like what are we doing? What are we doing in America? Okay, the one thing I will say, Fahrenheit is better than Celsius. Okay, I know there's going to be Europeans that are like, oh, but Celsius makes way more sense. No, Celsius doesn't have enough like. Sure, Celsius is like 0 to 100. Like 0 is freezing. Like 100 is boiling. Okay, but the issue with Celsius is like 30 degrees Celsius is like there's like a 4 to 5 degree difference if we're talking about Fahrenheit, you know? Like Fahrenheit, like if someone says 90 versus 92, like it's much more measurable, you know? But you know what's better than both of them? Kelvin. But I'm not going to even get into that. I'm not even going to get into Kelvin, okay? Love your mushroom plush? Thank you. My mushroom plush is pretty cool. It is pretty cute. More precise. Fahrenheit is more precise. Like you can look, like it's more precise for measuring temperature. Celsius is used in science. Not always. Kelvin. It depends which science you're talking about. Because if you're talking about chemistry, they use Kelvin. Okay? Because Kelvin is even more exact than like Fahrenheit and Celsius. Yeah. Like if you want to get into like Kelvin, Kelvin's like really precise, but Kelvin's kind of weird because it's also like way more. Fahrenheit. Wait. Celsius times 1.82 plus 32 equal yeah, it's just like Celsius is just water centric, you know? But yeah. I don't know. I do like liters and milliliters and meters and millimeters and kilometers way better than also like grams and kilograms. Grams and kilograms makes way more sense than like pounds. Like pounds, it's like what are we doing? Like like 2,000 pounds is a ton. What about just like it's 100 grams is a kilogram, right? Gram to kilogram. Let me make sure the math. Oh, 1,000 grams is 1 kilogram. Oops, a little bit off on that math. Little bit off on that math. Little bit off. Yeah, just a little bit off. By a little, I mean a lot. Yeah. Also, oh, we hit the follower goal on Twitch. Very poggers indeed. And 1 stone equals 14 pounds. I didn't even know a stone was a fucking measurement. I didn't even know that was. I didn't even know. I genuinely did that. This is the first time I'm hearing of that. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I've never heard someone say that. Sounds like a British thing. Be like, oh, it's about 3 stones. That was a horrible British accent. That wasn't even like remotely British. I don't even know what accent that was. That was just like that. That was just like what the hell? What the hell? Also, welcome first time chatter. Welcome James. That sounded Aussie. Thank you, Tea Drinker 3000. I'm a tea drinker, okay? Call me a Tea Drinker 3000 too. I love tea. I drank some tea this morning. Imperial measurements are British measurements. You lot stole them. Nah, they're American now. They're American now. Just like the language, okay? We speak American, okay? We don't speak British, okay? English? Nah. I'm speaking American right now. I'm speaking American. Yeah. I'm a real US of A American, okay? Okay. Brazil. Why we got the Brazil flags in YouTube chat? Welcome from Brazil. I think Brazil's a pretty cool country. I'd love to go to Brazil. I would love to go to Rio. Rio seems like a fun city. I love tea too, iced and hot. Yeah. I drink more hot tea than I drink iced tea. Actually, I could make some iced tea. I love iced tea. But specifically like southern iced tea, you know, like they just like they don't do iced tea out here right on the West Coast. Okay? Like iced tea, it just don't taste right out here on the West Coast. I don't know why. I don't know how. I can go for some mint tea. That's like the one tea that I'm not a huge fan of. Sweet tea, Carolina style. Okay, it's not just like a Carolina thing. Like they do it all over the South. Like sweet tea is a thing in the South. Okay, and no other place does sweet tea like the South. Okay, it just like why isn't there lukewarm tea? There is though. The west coast of Antarctica? Yes, my home, Antarctica. Also, thank you, Tea Drinker 3000 for the follow. Thank you. I hope you have the nicest tea tomorrow. I hope your tea mug is warm. and your tea delicious, perfectly steeped. Okay? That's what I wish for all my followers. Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah. American language, I don't understand the point. You mean US? No, I'm talking about American. I speak American. Okay, I speak American. I don't speak no English, okay? The English, okay, are what the founding fathers fought against, okay? That's why I speak American, okay? I don't eat French fries, I eat freedom fries, okay, guys? I don't do none of that French stuff. None of that French stuff. None of that English stuff. I do American, okay? I do freedom fries. I speak American. Um I don't eat none of that aioli. I eat mayo, okay? I'm trying to think of like other European things that like Americans have different names for. That I can be like, yeah, I don't do that. Thanks drinking black tea right now, drinking or watching you on the big screen. Ooh, what kind of black tea? I'm curious. I'm curious. I had an Earl Grey this morning. That's what I drank this morning. I drank an Earl Grey while I read some Yuri. Um, whoa, whoa, whoa! Don't be comparing us Brits to the French. Oui, okay. I'm American. I'm American. I speak American. I speak Canadian, English, and American. Yeah, I speak American. I speak West Coast American. I speak Southern American, and I speak Midwestern American. Okay, I speak all the different American dialects and languages. Okay. I understand Midwestern American because that's what my grandma and grandpa be speaking. Okay, they be like, "Yep, we're putting the clothes in the wash." I'm like, huh? What the fuck do you mean the wash, bro? What the hell? Earl Grey is the best tea. I would agree. I like Earl Grey. Like Earl Grey or Jasmine, probably gotta be my favorite. Probably gotta be my favorite. Genuine question. Do you want to know why they were called uh freedom fries instead? I know because after 9/11, uh, George Bush wanted to invade. Well, George Bush did invade Iraq, and the French said, "Yeah, we're not going to help you with that." And then people are like, "Ah, these French people, they want 9/11 to happen again. We're naming them freedom fries instead of French fries." Even though French fries have Dutch origins, um, which is like weird. They should be called like Dutch fries instead of like French fries, but we'll just not question it. Um, uh, Even Minnesotan American. Oh yeah, you betcha. I speak. Yeah. I really. I know how they speak up by the UP. Yeah. Uh, uh, how am I? Oh wow, I'm surprised you know that because you're young. Dude, I almost had a minor in history in college, okay? And I love history, okay? You don't think I would know that? You don't think I would know that? I love history. I'm a history lover. I love history. Specifically, I love modern American history. I post World War II history, American history is like my favorite subject. I love American history. Yeah. Yeah. Do you speak Russian? No. No, I do really love American history. I think it's very interesting. There are a lot of things they don't teach you about American history in school that I think most people should learn about in school. um, yeah. compared to the world, the American history has, or America has no history. I, America has a shorter timeline for history. Sure, you can say like the colonial period started in like the 1600s in America, like, and obviously America itself is only 250 years old. Okay, so it's not very old. But what I like about American history so much is American history came about at the start of the printing press. So pretty much everything about American history is pretty thoroughly documented. Obviously, those documents have biases, obviously, because you're not going to get like a primary source that isn't biased in some way, shape, or form. Okay? But American history is probably some of the most documented history. In terms, like I don't think we really think about it in like as much as like humans, but like in the last 300 years, humanity has probably written and documented more about human civilization in the last 300 years than we did in our entire existence, you know? And that to me is so cool. Like, um, yeah. That's pretty awesome to me. Yeah. Barely took part in World War II. The US did not barely take part in World War II. Even though the US didn't join World War II towards the end of World War II, it still was doing blockades. It still was sending aid to Britain. It was still selling weapons and manufacturing weapons. The US very much took a part in World War II. It wasn't until the last 2 years of World War II that, or 2 or 3 years of World War II, that then the US really got involved after being bombed at Pearl Harbor. But, I mean, the Japanese escalation didn't come out of nowhere. I mean, the US had been building naval forces in the area and implementing blockades and supplying forces in the region with weaponry to fight the Japanese. So it's not like the Japanese attack came out of nowhere, like the way it's told in US textbooks. They're like, oh my god, the Japanese attacked the Americans unprovoked. That wasn't the case at all. Okay. The US was just trying to really avoid war because it was not popular with the American people at the time. Because most American people before Pearl Harbor were like, why would we fight a European war that's over places that don't even affect us? Because you got to think about it, like even when the US got into World War II, there was only one battle on US soil. And that was in like up in Alaska, like up in like one of the islands, and Pearl Harbor. But for the most part, like the home front on the US, they never faced any like actual damages from World War II. So like if you're America during World War II, at the start of World War II, and you're watching Germany and Japan invade all the countries and lands around them, you're going, well, if you're an American citizen, you're going, well, I don't live anywhere near that. I live thousands of miles away from that. Okay. Okay. I don't really care, you know? Um, yeah. Um, if Germany had won in Europe, guess who would have been next? I don't think I don't know. I think if Germany would have won in Europe, let's say, okay, Germany, okay, conquered all of Europe, and they didn't decide to do the dumbass decision of invading Russia, okay? That's the number one rule in warfare. Never invade Russia, okay? Never do that, okay? No one has ever been successful at invading Russia, okay? Even the Russians, okay? It's just such a big landmass that gets so cold in the winter, your offensive just completely stops, okay? But, but, like, let's say even if Germany did conquer all of Europe, I don't think they would have invaded the U.S. I think the U.S. probably would have worked with Germany. Okay, I think the U.S. probably would have been like, yeah, we'll just do our own thing. Also, I don't think a lot of people aren't taught about how close the U.S. was to slipping into fascism during the 1930s and 40s. There were massive fascist movements that wanted like European style fascism in the US that very much built momentum in the US, okay? Like like this wasn't that long ago and people don't remember it, you know? And two, I think a lot of people also forget the American history part and like the World War II history part, where a lot of Germany's like policies around obviously like concentration traps, or not concentration camps, but like Germany took a lot of things from the US, okay? Okay, you can read what like high-ranking German officers and like Hitler were writing about the US. They were like, "Yo, what the US did to the Native Americans and the African American people, awesome. We need to do that here in Germany." Okay? Like you can read about it. This is history. like like very much so. Um like yeah, yeah, I think a lot of people, American history is taught through a very much like an idealized lens of like, oh my god, look how great the US is, and the US is cool, and they don't really talk about uh like in terms of like what they teach like base level high school, like up to high school about American history, is they teach about the Civil War, they teach about the Revolutionary War, they teach about the sometimes they teach about the war of fuck the fuck why am I blanking on it? The War of 1812. Uh and then they teach about World War 1 and World War 2. Okay? Like I remember like at no point in like high school or below did we ever talk about the Reconstruction era. Okay? We would occasionally like talk about like the Great Depression or like westward expansion. Okay? But we did not talk about, okay, the Reconstruction era. We did not talk about like labor movements that took place in the US. Even too, we didn't talk about US history past World War II. Maybe we'd touch, like, I remember we briefly touched on Watergate and briefly touched on the Vietnam War. We didn't talk about the Korean War. We didn't talk about the Gulf War. We didn't talk about Iraq, Afghanistan. We didn't talk about Laos and Cambodia. We didn't talk about any of that shit. Also, we didn't even talk about US territories. We didn't even talk about the Philippines. We didn't even talk about Guam. We didn't talk about Puerto Rico. like we didn't talk about any of that stuff. We didn't talk about Cuba, unless it was the Cuban Missile Crisis. But we didn't talk about like the way that the US obviously like extracted wealth from Cuba before the Cuban Revolution, and the years of embargoes on like Cuba that currently still exists in today's like world, you know? You do realize America did not develop the atom bomb. We took all the sciences from British and other places like Germany. That is true. The Manhattan Project was a combination of a bunch of different scientists from around the world. The funner thing, if you want to talk about American history and the nuclear bomb, there's a lot of really interesting like sources that talk about whether using the nuclear bomb on Japan was even necessary. Because I think the way that it's taught in like school, in like high school, is like, oh, the US used the nuclear bomb to prevent a ground invasion of US troops in Japan. But if you look at like the way generals were speaking about the war, yes, they were afraid of doing a ground invasion, but Japan was already on the back foot and they were running out of oil and metal and lots of valuable resources that you need to continue a war machine. Okay? But this is my thoughts on it. But if you read the documents, the US had a couple months to finish up the war with Japan. Otherwise, Russia would have gotten involved. Because Russia had made like a deal with the US that like, if you don't finish the war with Japan by a certain date, then we will get involved. So, part of the reason why, in my opinion, the US used the nuclear bombs was to speed up the negotiation process, which was already in the talks with Japan, because they didn't want Russian interference in Japan, and they didn't want an east-west divide or like north-south divide, which is what happened in Germany. They didn't want that to happen, and they didn't want the Russians to gain more influence. So there's your fun information for the day. Yeah. 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 So it was really just to speed up the negotiation processes. Now, it also too, you can also like, there are way worse places the US could have dropped the nuclear bombs. Then also too, the US dropping the nuclear bombs was a show of force to show that we are the new world power. Because the Russians didn't have nuclear bombs at the time. You know? And the US was like, okay, all the factories and all the manufacturing has been destroyed in Europe and Asia. Us dropping the nuclear bombs is the way of showing that, like, we're the big dogs now. Like we have the best navy, we have the best weapons. We're the strongest. So that's your fun little history lesson for today. Yeah. Not teaching people about eras like Reconstruction is important for specific voter bases. Yes. I also think too, part of the area where like American education really fails is American education always focuses on like what happened and when it happened, but never why it happened. You know? Like I think a lot of people will say like, oh, America's more divided than it's ever been. We had a civil war, you guys. Also, too, if you don't know anything about American history, you'll be like, oh my God, we're the most divided we've ever been. Okay? But we had Federalists versus Anti-Federalists. Okay? We had a civil war. Okay, we've had like Dixiecrats versus like Democrat. Like we've had like all sorts of different issues that have been very tense in American political society. And there's always been a two-party system, which oftentimes makes things a little worse. So yeah, yeah, me getting into my American history, yeah, but yeah, the education system messed you up for sure. Yeah, yeah, they did. The education system made me transgender, guys. Yep, yep. Um, yeah, um, yeah. But we've had several like civil wars. Yeah, I mean it depends what you're claiming as a civil war. I mean, there was like the civil war, but then there's been worker uprisings, there's been slave uprisings which they don't teach about in schools. Obviously, I would consider like Native American fighting back like civil war in essence, you know. Um yeah. Um Yeah, graphics looks great. Is this Unreal Engine 5? No, it's actually Unreal Engine 7. I'm in the future. Completely AI. Completely AI. Yep. Not even real. Not even real. I'm not even here. I don't even know I'm here, honestly. Um, you still speak English with an accent. Yeah, I do have a southern accent, so that would explain it. Yeah. Canada is free and independent and will never be the 51st state. Not if I can help it, okay? I'm gonna annex Canada. When I'm Supreme World Leader, guys, you better bet I'm gonna annex Canada. In the UK, we've had many civil wars. Yeah. We overthrew the crown and some, yeah. Yeah. I'm not too, like, informed on British history. Um, I don't know. Like I said, I'm an American history nerd. I like American history. Um, do you play Assassin's Creed? No, I have good taste in video games. That was actually a pretty good response to someone asking me if I play Assassin's Creed. Um, yeah. Um, but the history these liberal colleges teach is nothing like how they explained it to me in an elementary school play. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Honestly, the stuff they teaching in college, yeah. They're trying to say America isn't the greatest country ever. What the hell, bro? What the communism? What the communism, bro? What the communism? Um, yeah. Um, you're super intelligent. Don't let the frauds tell you otherwise. Oh yeah, I know. I know I'm intelligent. I have like an IQ of 40, so I'm pretty up there. I saw a video recently about the history of London. I think you'd enjoy it. Oi, bloody, I would love a video about London. Yeah. I'm trying to do a British accent and it's just like not even working. Like it's just like not even good. It's just like not even remotely close. Like it's rough. Are you a communist? No, no. I'm a communist though. I do think cum should be distributed evenly, you know. No. I don't know. I would not consider myself a communist, no. Like if I had to put a label on like my political beliefs, I'd probably be like I'm definitely very much left wing and definitely very much libertarian. Um, I'm like, I think people should be able to have a house, have food, have healthcare, whatever else they want to do, cool by me. I don't care, you know? MAGA, I'm not MAGA. If we're talking about Make America Gay Again, then yeah, I guess you could say I'm MAGA. I guess you could say I'm MAGA with the way I want to make America gay again, you know? Yeah. Yeah. MAGA, make it, I can't link anything. Yeah, you can't link stuff on the Twitch. Like it'll flag it. Yeah. Transgender. Oh my god, I did the hiccups, guys. I got the hiccups. Oh no. Oh no. Bro saying 9. No, like a MAGA means make America gay again. Like when Trump supporters are flying a MAGA sign, it means make America gay again. They want to bring back like the powdered wigs and makeup and like tights, you know, and the heels, you know. Yeah, that's like yeah, that's like America. Hiccups, knees to the chest. I think it was just one. I haven't felt a hiccup in a while, so I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Yeah, but y'all want Obama back then? No, Obama wasn't a great president. Yeah. I think Obama. Also, thank you for the floating hearts. Obama was very much a centrist. I don't think Obama was necessarily far enough left. Yeah. I love how Trump voters, like Trump people, you'll say something and you'll agree with them on something, and then they'll say something wilder. Like now you're like, can't be gay in Iran. Yeah, they're trying to make it so you can't be trans in America, gay in America. So, I don't know. You really want to go there, bud? like, also thank you for the floating hearts, Blue Dragon. Yeah. Yeah. You can, as long as you aren't open about it. What do you mean? Oh, yeah. Also think it's too, they just like bring up wild things that you're like, that's not what we're talking about. Yeah. It's also, I don't know, like I'm willing to have a conversation with someone who's MAGA, but not a debate. You know? Also thank you for the gift. Because I feel like every single time you try to debate a MAGA person, you'll like actually get them on a point, and then they'll be like, well, what about Obama? What about Joe Biden? Okay, bro, Joe Biden's not the president right now. Okay, you want me to say like Joe Biden wasn't a good president? I didn't like him either. Okay, but like but thank you for the 200 jewels. Greg Heffley, holy shit, guys. My great-great-grandfather was a German soldier back in World War II. Okay. Possible Vade Evander. Yeah. Yeah, just like, yeah. You don't want to debate anyone because you can't. I can debate someone, okay? But having a conversation and a debate are two different things. Because in a debate, you're trying to win, okay? In a debate, you're trying to win. You're trying to say, oh, this is a rhetoric. A conversation is trying to have an actual conversation about why do you believe what you believe? And trying to understand the other person, you know? Like, I don't want to have a debate because I don't think it's a productive use of time. Like, because if I were to debate some MAGA person on being trans or not, like, we're never going to get anywhere, okay? It's just going to be a back and forth of, yeah, well, I'm trans, and, like, it's just going to be a back and forth, and we're going to get nowhere. But an actual conversation can be, they can actually voice and say, oh, well, I don't like trans people for so-and-so reason. And I can go, cool, that's an opinion you have. This is my view on how I view the world. It's more about sharing worldviews than trying to, you ban comments? Yeah, because people say nasty things in my comments. Like, if I didn't ban comments, people would just be nonstop spamming the N-word and F-slur, and all kinds of nasty things. And hateful things. I don't want my chat to be like a hateful place. That's not fun for me, the streamer, and that's not fun for viewers that actually want to watch. I can tell you don't know about anything about MAGA. Well, what do you want me to know about MAGA? What's something you think that I don't know about MAGA that you want to tell me about MAGA? You have the floor, John. Go ahead. Why can't we all accept each other for who we are? The truth is hateful. I've never said anything about the truth. I just said, like, tell me about MAGA. Like, you are saying that you're MAGA. Why? I'm asking, why are you MAGA? You know? Because I genuinely want to know. I'm curious. Are you vegan? No, I like protein. I'm not vegan. I like seafood way too much. I love eating fish out the ocean. Yeah. Also, welcome in first time chatter. Welcome in Pyrana. That's a pretty awesome name. Yeah. Yeah. But like I asked you to back up, like, why you're MAGA, and then no response. I'm like I want to know why, you know? Yeah. So, but who farted? Yeah, that's the name of the stream. Did you fart? I didn't fart. I don't fart. Women don't fart. So, MAGA is whatever Trump says it is on a given day. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Yeah. Yeah. Hello from Texas. Hello. You know everything's bigger in Texas, you guys? Everything is bigger than Texas. Why won't you answer my question? Are you trans? I am. I am. Yes. Yeah. Farting releases evil spirits from the body. I didn't know that. Maybe that's why us women are so evil, because we don't fart. You know, that's crazy. You wanted Kamala? I did not want Kamala. I would have liked for the Democrats to have an actual primary. But instead, we had Biden run until like 100 days before the election, and he did a debate with Trump where he couldn't even speak his words because he's obviously old and can barely function, okay? And then they're like, oh shit, what do we do? Let's put Kamala in. the woman who lost in the 2020 primaries. Oh my God, let's put her in. Yeah. So I was not happy about Kamala being the Democrats' like candidate. Uh, did I vote for Kamala? Yes, because I did not want Trump. But if it were up to me, would I have wanted Canada or Kamala? Uh, did I even think Kamala was that good? No, but at least Kamala wasn't gonna strip my rights as a trans person away and uh, loot our government and give more money to billionaires through tax cuts. So yeah, Trump wasted 13 billion in 4 hours. Yeah. Do I think Kamala would have been a great president? No. I think she probably would have been a bad president, but she wouldn't have been the worst president. Okay? I think if you look at like Trump and his policies, I think in terms of if you look at Trump and his policies, I think he will go down like Herbert Hoover in terms of being one of the worst presidents we've ever had. Yeah. Freudian slip saying Canada instead of Kamala. Oh no! Oh no, guys. Oh no. Your trans rights have not been stripped. Yes, they have, though. Literally, I left the state that I was living in. I was living in a southern state. And I had to move because they were proposing legislation that would have made it illegal for people under the age of 25 to get trans health care. So pretty much HRT. Obviously, I'm 24, so that would have applied to me, which would have forcibly detransitioned me. Trump has made it so that they are forcibly detransitioning prisoners in federal prison. And also, Trump has in their like memorandum for like terrorism, they've put pro-transgender ideology in their like watch list for like terrorism. Okay, so and there are states throughout the U.S., Republican state legislators that are passing anti-trans legislation. And you can try to say, "Oh, that's not true. That's fake," but it is. It's laws that affect me and people like me. The Republican legislature were trying to pass the SAVE Act, which would have not just hurted trans people like me who have changed their name, but it would have hurt people like my mom who's had her last name changed. Because it would have required that your name be the same on your birth certificate as it is on your ID. Like I'm telling you, yeah. 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 Safe spaces for women are law. I wasn't talking about safe spaces or bathroom laws. I was talking about the Republicans trying to pass the SAVE Act, which would have made it so that you had to show another form of ID. And if your ID was different or you had a name change at any point in time from your birth certificate, you would have been unable to vote. It's a law that would have affected women and trans people. Kansas passed a law that invalidated all trans people's driver's license. Like that. These aren't just like things that I'm making up. These are actual things that trans people like me have to deal with every single day throughout this country. And you might not see it because you're not trans or you're not paying attention. But just because it doesn't affect you, doesn't mean it doesn't affect people. Trump has also cut funding for SNAP, which hundreds of thousands or thousands of people feed themselves and their children through SNAP. Okay, which I'm sorry, but I like when people in this country are able to eat. He's raised healthcare premiums. Okay, my taxes. Okay, I made the same as last year in taxes, and I paid more in taxes. Okay, he said he was gonna lower taxes, no tax on tips. That was bullshit. I paid more in taxes, even though I made the same amount of money. He started the war with Iran, okay? Dumbass decision. Made my gas prices double in a month. Yeah. I don't think Trump is a good president. I don't think he's a good president, and I don't think he's good for this country. Okay? He's made us a laughingstock to every single country around the world. Okay? They look at us and they make fun of us. Okay? Okay? Maybe the conservatives in the audience will listen to this. Okay? When we have a dumbass fucking president, okay? And this was Biden too, okay? Biden was embarrassing as a president too. He was way too old, okay? But when Trump goes on the world stage and can't even form sentences above a 5th grade level, okay, and talks about how strong he is and how awesome his tariffs are, when it ends up just pissing off other countries and them being pissed off at us, it's not good for America in the long run. Like, I don't think Trump has your best. If you're an American, Trump does not have your best interests at heart, okay? He's running this country like a business, and that business is a private equity firm that has come in, okay, to a struggling, failing business, okay, gutted it, okay, placed some of the dumbest cabinet members in charge of it, okay, and is making health outcomes, education outcomes, okay, fucking all this stuff worse for everyday Americans like you and me. Like, he's made our gas prices go up. He's made our health premiums go up. I paid more in taxes, okay? Meanwhile, the stock market shoots up. Who's benefiting from that? Are you an average day, everyday American benefiting from the stock prices going up like crazy? Okay, no, it's billionaires. It's the fucking Epstein class. Okay, he's had thousands of photos of him, not thousands, hundreds of photos of him with Epstein. Okay, like, you need to study? I have. Bad faith. It's not bad faith. I'm telling you what's actually going on. Okay? And look, if you're pissed off at Democrats too, I get it. Democrats ain't done shit either. Okay? Okay? Trump is a bad president, and the Democrats are a dumb party, okay? Both parties in this country are selling America out to the highest bidder. And that benefits none of us. Benefits none of us, okay? Congress right now, this is bipartisan, by the way, Congress is trying to raise their pay from $174,000 to a higher amount. Congress, right now, bipartisan, both parties are trying to raise the amount they get paid. $174,000 for 6 months of work. Plus, they get lobbying money and PAC money on the side. Do you think that's fair? If you're an American citizen, do you think that's fair? That's bipartisan. That's both parties. Both parties are robbing you, an American citizen, blind, okay? Okay? Both parties do not have your best interest at heart, okay? That's just like, she does read the chat. I do read the chat from time to time. Do I hate Trump? Yes, I hate Trump. I hate the spineless, gutless Democratic Party. Okay? What's under your bed? Oh no. Uh-oh. Um yeah. If you think about it, lettuce is just crunchy water. This is why we have to stop the moon from crashing into your mom's house. Dude, YOS. Also, thank you, Guts, for the follow. Oh my god! Holy shit, I'm not seeing this right. Am I seeing this right? Holy shit. Holy shit, Chipmunk, did you just follow? Holy, bro. It's just a... Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. She followed. Oh my god, guys. I finally won. She's finally followed. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, it's not about Trump or the Democratic side either, okay? Both sides are paid out and bought by the highest bidder, okay? Companies and corporations are running this country through PACs and lobbying, okay? Yeah. Yeah. Stop talking about politics, you're so beautiful. But why? Like, for me, I'm not going to stop talking about politics because politics affect my everyday life, you know? Like, whenever people are like, oh, don't get political, I'm going to get political. I'm going to talk about politics. Maybe not every stream, okay? Because I'm not a political streamer, like, in terms of, like, I'm not like a Hassan Abi or something where, like, I'm talking about politics all day and night, but I am going to talk about politics because they affect me as a person that lives in the United States that lives in the United States. I'm going to talk about American politics because that affects my everyday life. You know? Like, whether you like it or not, okay? Politics are intertwined with your life. Okay? Um it's to the benefit of the government, to both sides. Both sides don't care about the nation; they care about themselves. Yeah, yeah. Because who wins when, like, Americans are busy arguing with each other over the Thanksgiving table instead of talking about the billionaires and the corporations which are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on lobbying through their PACs to buy up both sides of the political spectrum. Okay? It's the rich and wealthy that win that game, okay? The only way you win that game is by not playing it, okay? Because if you're an American, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, okay, your life, okay, is being affected by both parties, and both parties are bought out and run by billionaires and corporate interests who do not have your best interest at heart. They don't want to give you free healthcare, okay? They don't want to make sure you're healthy. They don't want to make sure you're happy. They want to make sure you're stuck at a job for 60 hours a week, barely living paycheck to paycheck, not knowing your worth as an individual. It's true. Stop saying okay. I say okay way too much. You are kind of right, Chatter. I do say okay. Yeah. And it's easier to split people up along party lines than let people realize, hey, I'm not getting paid my worth. I'm not getting paid my due. The government's not benefiting me. The government's not helping me in any way. Also, thank you, LFC for the follow, and thank you, Toaster for the follow. Also, thank you, Guts for the follow. Sorry, I missed that. Yeah. Mac and cheese on the window though. I don't have mac and cheese on the window. Pretty new here. Did you follow the Mom Donnie campaign? I did. I think Mom Donnie is a good example of where this country could head. Is he perfect? No. No politician ever is. But yeah. I feel like you were in a Trevor Wallace video. I never have been. I would love to be in a Trevor Wallace video. That would be pretty cool. I don't know. I see him occasionally pop up on my For You page. I don't know. Sometimes he's funny, and then sometimes I'm like, isn't he like 30 and he's still playing like a frat dude stereotype? Kind of interesting, but okay. Yeah. Toaster, I see your message. You don't have to keep spamming it. Like I read it and reacted to it already. Yeah. So yeah. What time is it? It's 5:30. Ooh boy. Ooh boy. Ooh boy. Ooh boy. Ooh boy. Ooh, you betcha. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna put you. Yeah. If you do it again, Toaster, we'll put you in timeout. We'll say, yep, you're getting timed out. We'll say, time out, buddy. How about you take some time to yourself? It's 2:30 a.m. for me. Oof. Yeesh. Also, farewell, Jake Wallen. Farewell. I gotta see how far it's gonna take me to get to this skate park. Directions. 38 minutes? Oh, there's a crash. There's a crash that adds 15 minutes. Yeesh. Yikes. Okay. Well, that's okay. I'll survive. Everybody say gay. I gay. Homosexual. Homo sapien. What do you guys think about gay people? Yeah. Pretty cool. Yeah. Gay. Homosexual. Where you at? At your mom's house. I'm at your mom's place. Yeah, after I get off stream today, me and your mom, we're gonna get down and dirty. Okay, me and your mom. Me and your mom about to get devious. Yeah. I love when people are happy. Yeah, that's what gay means. Gay means happy. So, yeah. I am me, and that's all there is to it. Cool. Everybody say gay. Gay. I don't know why chat wants me to say gay. Trans does not necessarily equate to being gay. Yeah. Well, I am gay. I'm bisexual. So, also thank you, Eternal, Zardo for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Gay. Allow that. Thank you. Thank you very much, Pinball. Thank you for allowing that. I listen to old radio dramas and laugh every time we go to the gay amusement park. Bro, I like radio dramas are something that like that's kind of what true crime podcasts are. Like a true crime podcast is just like a radio drama, kind of. I mean, kind of what it is, isn't it? Do you play computer games? I occasionally play games from time to time, uh, but um, not today. You skate? I do. I do. I posted a video on my Instagram yesterday that was of me skating. Also, thank you for the gift. Thank you for the gift. You say thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the 100 jewels. Thank you very much. Yeah, but let me see if I can I'll pull it up on Instagram. Ah, there we go. There we go, guys. Wow! Look at my skateboarding. Wow. Manual that mani pad, and then I 50'd the whole thing. Wow! 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 She was a skater boy. Yes, I was a skater boy. So at one point, and now I'm a skater girl. You know. Um. Well, I'm trans. I'm double gay. Yeah. Honestly, the interesting thing about being like a bisexual trans woman is like no matter who I date, right? Someone will view it as gay and someone will view it as straight, you know? Cuz like if I date a woman, an ally will be like, "Oh, that's gay." But a phobe would be like, "That's straight." Okay? But then if I dated a man, a phobe would be like, "That's gay." But an ally would be like, "That's straight." So no matter what I do, I'm bisexual. Like I mean I'm bisexual either way, but like I'm really bisexual, I guess. Like I'm bisexual maxing. Like um how do you get your hair so majestic? I use like Kevin Murphy shampoo and conditioner. Um Phobes are clueless. Um yeah. Yeah, maybe I guess. Uh that's exactly what I was going to ask how this works. What do you mean how this works? Like that live stream? Like I'm confused. Um I'm close to 20K, 22K. Oh, like Tapcoin? Is that what you're talking about? Drippy. Yeah. Do you think you should be forced to pick a trans character or companies like like I, that's such a weird question, you know? Like if I play a video game, I'm going to play whoever's the main character. If I get to build my own character, like I don't know. It's also too it's like why would a game like unless it's a game about a trans person, you know, like I don't know. It just seems like a dumb question. um why'd you remove my comments? Probably because you said something dumb. And it's a lot of my comments get deleted by automod because I have words that like get sniped. I have like a whole list of banned words. I have like I think it's up to let's see what the banned word list is at. I have 74 banned words active. Not to mention the ones that I have banned on YouTube as well. So, what's under your bed? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't ask questions. I don't know why you guys are asking questions about what's under my bed. Okay, probably a monster. What gave you that vibe? You know what? What gave you the vibe that something was under my bed? I don't know. I don't know why you guys are even like asking about that. Like I, like I don't even know. Like I don't know why you guys are looking at. I don't know why you guys are paying attention. Um, Chat shaken up. What's there? Well, okay. Well, chat. Hold up. I'm totally not moving something that's under my bed. Okay. Well. Okay. See, chat. There's nothing under my bed. Like what were you guys even what do you guys mean there's something under my bed? There's my laptop. My laptop's under my bed. But there's nothing under my bed. Your room low-key looks like a set. It's just because I make my bed. It's just because I make my bed. Also, too, I think it is like the fact that I did go to school for like a film degree. Okay. But like, I don't know, I guess I did kind of design my room like a set. like when I was figuring out where to put my furniture and everything, I literally decided where to put my furniture so I could be like, where's the best lighting? Like 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 I'm not even joking. I could have put my desk, okay? Like I'm not gonna show you like my whole room. But I could have put my desk right like in front of my bed, but then I was like the lighting wouldn't be that good and it would look a lot tighter and smaller, which would kind of like not leave for like background separation. Plus it would look kind of flat because it wouldn't be at an angle. So also thank you for the 200 joules. Thank you very much. Um, but fake background, prove your bed is real. Bro, we go over this every single day. We go over this every single day. Bed flop emote. See, guys, it's real. It's real, okay? It's real, okay? I literally have the emote. I see. Thank you, Pinballer. Thank you for the emote. Okay, it's my bed is real. Okay, well, my bed's not Israel, but my bed is real. Okay, like my bed's there. My bed's there. Okay, it's definitely real. Definitely real. I certainly hope it isn't Israel. Yeah, yeah. You look like Kaya Trump. I guess. I mean, all white women look the same. So like, I don't know. Like I guess. I guess. I mean, I'm also gay like Kaya Trump. So bro, do you guys know about that whole like whole conspiracy theory? It's not even a conspiracy theory. It's just like why she's so close with her best friend. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, like Kaya Trump and her best friend seem pretty close. Also, thank you for the 30 bits, June. Thank you for the 30 bits. Um, but yeah. Feet. Oh no, my feet were on camera for 1 minute. Not all white women look the same. What do you mean? Yeah, you're right. You're right. Some have blonde hair, some have brown hair, and some have black hair. You're right. You're right. We don't all look the same. Just most of us look. Sometimes I think about that. Like, what if aliens came to Earth and they saw humans and were like, "Bro, y'all all look the same." Also, thank you for the 200 joules. Thank you very much. Are you trans? Yes, I am. Um, yeah. Yeah. How old were you when you transitioned? I started socially transitioning at 18, but I started hormones shortly after turning 19. Like a month after turning 19 was when I started hormones. So, so yeah. Pretty much I came out to my friends and came out to my friends in like November and then came out to my family in like January. Not this year. In like 2020? Yeah, 2020. And then I started hormones in 2021. How old are you now? I'm 24. 24, more like 20 whore. Okay, I am kind of a bit of a whore. So, hormones, yeah. I take hormones so I can have a hormone. Uh, okay, that was cringe. That was so cringe, dude. Ah, ew. Ew, not that cringe. Not that cringe. Um, but yeah. Also, welcome in, first time chatter, cool kid. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Um, yeah, gay. Which felt harder, coming out to your friends or to your family? I think my friends, cause I think it was harder coming out to my friends because they were the first people I ever came out to. You know, like when I came out to my family, it's like I had already come out to my friends. You know, so it's like um kind of like once you do it once, you know, makes it a little easier. Um, you ads, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. My little kittens that are getting ads. I'm very very sorry, princesses. Very sorry that you're getting ads. What's my type? Welcome in, first time chatter. My type, if I had to summarize my type in men or my type in women, okay? Because my type in men and my type in women are similar but different. I like to say my type in both genders is dark hair and glasses. Um, my type in men is usually uh bisexual men with no facial hair and glasses. Um, my type in women is usually femme women with dark hair and glasses. Type of vibrator. Not gonna answer that. Not gonna answer that. I don't even own one. I don't even know. I don't know why you would ask that, Guts. I don't even know why you would ask a. I don't even know why you would ask a question like that. Like there is nothing under my bed. I don't know why you guys would ask something like that. Um. Um. They have to be 6 feet, six figures, and six packs. Actually, no. Actually, no. Um. Six figures. Nice. For me, I don't really care about height. For me, I don't care if you're shorter or taller than me. I just want you to be within like 6 inches of my height. Okay? So like 5'4" to like 6'4" is like the height range that I'll date. Okay? Because I don't want someone that's gonna be like so tall that I feel like they're like towering over me. Like, two, also, I want to date someone that's like similar in height to me because I don't want to have to bend down or like stand on my tippy toes to kiss someone. That's like that's like lame, you know? Um I'm a trans woman. But you're 5'8". I am 5'10". Within 6 inches of my height is usually like I don't want to date someone that's 7 feet tall, but I also don't want to date someone that's 5 feet tall. You know, like you know, and like in terms of like a six pack, I don't really find like abs attractive. Um, and abs aren't necessarily a sign of good health. Okay, I know there's probably going to be someone that's like, oh my god, abs. What do you mean? Abs are like the peak of human physique. Okay, if you look at any like high end like endurance performance athlete, they don't have abs. It doesn't mean they don't have core strength, but if you have abs, it usually means you're below like 10% body fat, which is not necessarily good for you. It's not good for your organs. you at least want some body fat. Now that's not like, that's not me saying like you need to be huge, but like you can still be fit and thin without abs, you know? But yeah. Um if you had to choose 5 feet or 7 feet, I'd rather date someone that's 7 feet. Okay. Because I feel like if I dated someone that's 5 feet, I don't want to have to bend down to kiss someone. Like I don't want to have to like crouch to kiss you. No. Okay. I want you to reach up to grab my hand if we're holding hands. Um, Abs look hella nice. See, I don't know. Like, do I find abs attractive? Yes. But are they the most attractive part? Like, if I'm looking at a guy, the most attractive part of a guy is his back. Like, I don't know. Like, if I look at a guy and he has like a nice back, like his back is like well defined. Oh my god. This is beautiful. His back, you're saying, huh? Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like upper like shoulder like back area, you know? Also, like, regardless of gender, I love thick thighs, okay? A guy with like muscular thighs or a woman with muscular thighs. Woo! Yeah, baby! That shit's awesome. That shit's awesome, okay? Um yeah. Yeah. Like wide shoulders. It's not like wide shoulders. It's more like well defined shoulders. Like I don't know how to I don't know. I feel like my straight girlies in chat and maybe my gay guys in chat will understand what I'm talking about, okay? Um but yeah. Um as a bi guy, I do what you mean, or I know what you mean. See, all my men enjoyers, all my guy enjoyers know what I mean. Also, thank you Kim Jong Un for the follow. Sorry I missed that. Oh my God, Kim Jong Un! Yay! Oh my God, that's so cool, guys. We got Kim Jong Un following. Also, thank you Kool Aid Kid for the follow. Thank you very much. Yeah. What's your male celebrity crush? I think Austin Butler is really hot. Like, I don't know. Every single time I see Austin Butler on screen, I'm like, I also think Javier Bardem. Fuck, I always mess up his last name. I think he's pretty hot. Um, um, yeah. Also, thank you JN for the follow. That's a lot of J's and that's a lot of N's. Elvis. Okay. Yes, Austin Butler played Elvis, but like if you actually look at him, like Austin Butler and do yes, yes. Are we trying to say Austin Butler is not hot? Okay, chat. Okay, let me. Okay, Austin Butler. Are we really gonna be like he's not hot? Are you guys really trying to say Austin Butler isn't hot? I mean, look at him. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, he's not hot. Bro, he's hot. What are you guys talking about, bro? He's so hot. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Y'all are whack for not thinking he's hot. Okay? Do you take estrogen? I do. I do. Estrogen pilled. Um would you have gone for Elvis in the day? No, I think Austin Butler's hot. Okay? I'm not saying like Austin Butler as Elvis is hot. I'm saying Austin Butler in general is hot. Like I think he's a pretty attractive guy. Um like I think he's a very attractive man. I think he's very hot, okay? Um I meant Ryan Reynolds. Bro, Ryan Reynolds is what straight guys think women find attractive. Okay? Every single straight guy's like, Ryan Reynolds is pretty attractive, right? Female celebrity crush: Dakota Johnson and Natalie Portman, and SZA. Those are my female celebrity crushes. Okay. Whew. Okay. Anytime I see like Dakota Johnson, Natalie Portman, or SZA, my brain stops working, bro. They are gorgeous. Okay. They are like beautiful. I I like women. I like men. Um, Look, I'm straight, but I would do unspeakable things to Henry Cavill. See, I don't think to me Henry Cavill is not that attractive because he always has like I don't know, his facial hair just looks like rough. OMG Dakota Johnson like plain white rice. Okay, I guess liking Dakota Johnson's very basic, okay? Okay. Uh did you say no, I said SZA. 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 SZA, guys. Okay? SZA. Okay? I said, I said SZA. The singer, guys, she's gorgeous. She's so pretty. Holy moly. Holy moly. Woo! Bro, like, how can you not? Bro, she's gorgeous. What are we, like, guys, are we so for real? Hear me out, Rick Harrison. I don't know who that is. I I don't know who that is. Let me look up who that is. I also think young Harrison Ford is really hot. Like Harrison Ford in like the Indiana Jones movie. Okay. The boss. Oh my fucking god. No way you said hear me out, Rick. You mean the pod star guy? Oh my fucking god. Oh, that is the funniest thing. Oh my god. Oh, you got me crying. Holy fucking shit. Holy moly, that's hilarious. Oh my god. Holy shit, that's funny as hell. Ah, fuck. Oh, that's the Ah, holy fucking shit, dude. Oh my god. Uh, there's someone in YouTube chat saying slurs. Uh, I think my auto mod got them. But holy moly, that's so fucking funny. Uh, where's my dad? He's at his job. Or actually, no, it's like 9 o'clock where he's at. So he's probably hanging out with my mom right now. If I had to guess, my parents are probably watching a TV show on the couch right now. Uh, but yeah, holy fuck, that was the funniest thing I've ever fucking heard. Holy fucking shit! I made Pappy laugh today. That was that was that was funny. That was very funny. June, that was your June. You win chatter of the day. You win chatter of the day. You win chatter of the day, June. You win chatter of the day. All right. That was such a good chat. message. Holy fuck. That had me crying. That had me wheezing. Oh my god. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, holy moly. Alright, guys. Join the raid or I will be very disappointed in you. I'll be like a white parent and I'll be like, I'm really disappointed in you. And you guys don't want that. You guys don't want me to be disappointed in you.